How can you use pain from a breakup to benefit you instead of breaking you? Stick around. We're going to bat iron on you.
I just wanna tell you how I feel.
What's happening, guys? No matter how much agony, pain, suffering, tears shedded in your breakup / divorce, there was still some lessons learned and some lessons taught. It was a difficult time for you. It was probably one of the worst things you've ever had to do in most situations. Is survive a divorce. Some of us got financially ruined. Some of us was reshaped emotionally, our outlook on life. I can bet you guys, I can bet you this. You've learned more about women and relationships and breakups now that you've been through one than you would have ever learned if you were still in your relationship or your past situation. Because you just wasn't looking for those type of things. Because you never thought it was going to happen to you. You never, ever thought that you would experience something as deep as going through a divorce with somebody that you love, for the most part. So now it taught you a lot of lessons that you can apply going forward. You can look back and you can take this as a class that you went to. It was practical application. So it's hands-on and you learn from it. In so many ways, it probably, or it could make you a better person. Make you understand how to deal with women way, way, way more better than you did before. The one thing you can't let it do is make you regress. You can't do that. You can't, and what I mean by that is that you go into your next situation with the same game plan as you had in your past situations. And I see guys do this all the time. I see them do this all the time. They go and approach it the same way, but they enhance what they did before. I'm going to love harder. I'm going to do more. I'm going to show this woman that I can be her everything. You use those tactics, guys. You use those, use that same playbook, that same game plan. And it just, quite frankly, doesn't work. It don't work. You have to totally redo and relearn, or I ain't gonna say relearn, maybe just learn something new. And how do you do that? By studying, by talking to people, by watching videos like this one. It helps you understand women more, help you approach relationships in a more understanding way. Instead of continuing to be naive, thinking that a woman will never leave you, listening to women and believing in what they say without knowing or understanding. They're speaking in the moment. They're speaking through how they feel now, not looking at what's going to happen down the road. I'm going to show y'all a perfect example. This is a perfect example of how women think in the now. You have a lot of these 45, 48, 49-year-old women /50 getting divorced because they thinking of the now. A lot of them don't think that, damn, how is it going to be in the dating world when I'm 60, when I'm 65? How is it going to feel? Am I going to get the same attention? Are guys going to look at me the same? Will I find a guy that will commit to me? They ain't thinking about that. They thinking that, hey, I still got a little hot hotness to me. Guys still show me a lot of attention. So yeah, it'll still be this way 10, 15 years from now. Or they say, well, I'm not going to think that for God will bless me down the road. So I'm not going to even think that, hey, maybe I should find stay with the husband that I'm with, especially if he hasn't been abusing or cheating on me. How about I just stay with him and make it work with this guy instead of getting on the dating carousel and or the merry-go-round thinking that I'm going to get something better, because they're always thinking in the now, guys. That's why I've taught you not to pay attention to what they're saying now. Just like, hey, you could have a wife that's been with you for 15, 20 years, and she's still speaking from the now. Because the next 5 years, you don't know how she's going to change. You don't know what she's going to be thinking about. People transition, people change. Life changes, attitude changes, the way they look at the world changes. Women talk and they always make promises that they can't keep because they are in their emotions all the time. And guys, you've learned these type of things. You've learned that you taking a deep risk falling in love with the woman. You know what it feels like to be betrayed. You know what it feels like to be stabbed in the back, to be cheated on. You know all those things. And if you don't know them, the few things that happen in your relationship, I'm sure you've seen enough in other people's relationship to add with the experience that you got in your relationship. So you have the knowledge. You have the knowledge to move forward. You have the knowledge for your situation to benefit you. What you don't have, or you shouldn't be having, is the wherewithal to digress. You shouldn't have the mindset that will cause you to digress back into taking one step or two steps backwards instead of moving forward. So should take your situation as a lesson, guys. Take it as a lesson and keep improving your knowledge about women. Keep improving your knowledge about yourself, mastering yourself, mastering your emotions, mastering your thought process. Because you know from your experience that she could snatch the rug out from under you at any time. And you can get caught up. And who have time to waste being heartbroken for another 5-6 years? Who have that? Who has that type of time? Who? So I'm just putting that out there, guys. Just putting that out there. Let it benefit you instead of break you. Anyway, until next time, peace.